going to be for free.
And respect Jace's play there, jumps into the storm for a little bit,
Instagram. I
tries
should
to
go
buy
live
some
on
time.
Instagram.
Liam still,
I'm
and
so
the
down.
end will
Wait.
control the high ground. And now Liam just takes a glance around, makes sure the
go live
coast is
on
safe,
Instagram.
and it
Fuck
surely is. And he's up top, and he's actually so
video,
gapped between him and the rest of the competition.
Audience.
He's got nothing to worry about. Down he comes here. Zen's still alive, though, clutching up to top 5 there in the end. It's Shadow who takes him down. So you have Shadow still alive, too, playing this out as a solo in the mid layers. But this win is looking like it's going straight to Liam and Jace here.
I'm just trying to figure out where's that solo at. Cam behind enemy lines. This could be a thorn in the size. He looks to shockwave in, makes a play onto Liam. First shot's gonna land, but unfortunately he falls all the way down below into the Lion's Den, where 20 Neko look to try to get this elimination on the solo player. They know he's by himself. That's 4 points. That's a refresh. Everything they need, but he falls just a little too short. Virgo gets the elimination. Shadow as well, joining hands. It's almost looking like a 2v2, but Cam is still alive.
Yeah, definitely, and they want these extra positioning points here, and of course eliminations to go with this. Shadow and Virgo get crushed by Jace and Liam in the end, and just like that, they win with 8 eliminations, Jacob, and really it could have went either way.
No, it definitely can. It was looking like a Bucky and Zen game for a good portion of those ending moments, but they ran out of builds. They invested everything early, so Jace, congratulations along with Liam. Game number 1 has never looked easier, Zeke.
There's no way to do that?
Right, Jacob BR? This is the momentum we need to get ourselves started here in the second chance qualifier.
I got it.
Only 6 games available. We need these big pop-off games immediately, right, Kelly? To start, to get game 1 and go ahead and say, you know what? Little VR, sprinkle some AD limbs on top. Pretty good. Pretty good! Yeah,
these pop-off games can definitely set them up to have a more easy go as the remaining 5 games go, where they're not necessarily going to have to constantly get top 3 in a bunch of eliminations. Now they can kind of just coast, honestly. And I'm not saying coast, they obviously still need to be making it to the end game, but literally by getting almost 100 points in game number 1, you are solidifying yourself up in the top of our leaderboard. So now you just need to play full, calm, and collected in it.
Yeah, they have a huge jump start on the rest of the competition, and I gotta tell you right now, this is looking awesome for Liam and Jace.
All right, W's, we're live.
Jace is actually one of those players who has
on
never qualified to a grand final before, and is now a front runner to go ahead and qualify to a LAN before a grand final.
TikTok,
that would be great to see. Yeah, just a classic game there, right? We keep saying it time and time again on this region. A little bit of a late high ground take wins you games.
Dude, super late, right? Like 10
let me open up.
Flipping on over to 11th. I mean, you know, we saw it all. Grand's long height is a path to success, right? So I'm excited to see how players adapt, because again, we only have 5 more games in this second chance qualifier. Players need to do everything they can to take advantage of it. Now, with that being said, that was just game number 1. We got to go to a break. When we come back, we start to prepare ourselves for game number 2. So we'll see you real soon.
I need to connect the Instagram chat really quick. Instagram. I need to look at my Instagram handle. My Instagram handle. Ah, shit, wait. My Instagram handle is, just that, obviously.
It was such a fast-moving class. So if you didn't understand one concept, you'd move to the next one. It was the snowball effect.
Did it
but
work?
with quizzes in AI mode, I was able to right then and there test my knowledge and see if I was on the right track. So that was really cool.
One second, chat. We have wait, I wonder what everybody's saying. Let me make it so I can see what people are saying. I bet. Okay, wait. Yo, what's up, Gunner? What's up, Audrey? Wait. I'm going live on Instagram for like
Takis has intense flavors,
first time
but not
forever.
all are spicy. Takis intense nacho chips, zero heat, but intensely cheesy flavor.
Fine.
Takis Fuego chips, only a few reach this level. Takis all intense, not all spicy.
Okay.
What does blue and green mean to me?
I can log in with. Oh shit.
Since I lost you.
One second, chat. What's up, Gunner?
One vacation.
I'm logging into my Instagram. One sec. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work?
Orlando Resort.
Check your notification on your other device. That is me. Yes, it's me. Allow. Finish. Okay. Did it work? Trust this device. Continue. Did it work? Did it work? Security code sent. Oh, it worked. Yo, what's good, Dom? What's up, Bentley? We're watching the FNCS right now. What is up? Resend it.
At L'Oreal, I feel trusted to own my projects. Life's too short for a boring career.
Start talking about what's going on, but maybe start making some informed decisions, because with only 5 games left to go, you know, Kelly, there's only so much room, but still, it's all good, right? As we kind of start to take a look at the standings and kind of see what we saw in that game, Bucky and Zen kind of making some moves there, Kelly. We saw them on the
You gotta go. All right,
I was like,
see you later,
okay,
Dom.
all right, I like what I'm seeing.
Big moves coming from Big Bucky, of course, on high ground there, taking it a little bit early, around zone 8, if I'm not mistaken, is when they looked like they were going to be taking it. And they were able to control it for quite a while, but however, it was Liam and Jace that went to go steal height and kind of put the foil into their plans. But you can see right here, Bucky and Zen going for that early rotate into the front zone around zone 7.
Going live on
kind
all
of take this
platforms.
early height, what we saw Clicks and Hicks doing a lot during the grand finals. And then once it went to zone 8, zone 9, kind of solidifying the control of it. However, just not able to hold on to it for the very end, but still doing a pretty good job with it at the start of endgame there.
Yeah, they just play those early zones very, very well, right? 6th zone being one of the pivotal points for this team here, because they were actually struggling with Storm Surge, as was every other team, by the way, because at one point it was like 4th, 5th zone, 91 players alive. So very, very tough for a lot of our players to actually handle Storm Surge that game. But Bucky and Zed made the most of it. 6th zone right there. We're able to kind of get all of their damage needed from all those players kind of rotating over towards Sanity Strip. But yeah, some higher ground identity from Bucky and Zen early on. Would love to see them consistently kind of play for that and hopefully keep control of it next time.
All right, we got Bummer games, right? They can make it look clean, right? And if not, we did see Zen pull off a couple solo performance, or solo clutch rather there, so I'm excited to see what else they got for us. Also wanted to highlight Threats and Veer. Honestly, a strong starting place. They ended that game in 8th place with 8 elims, but they're currently sitting in 3rd place, right? I mean, we just string a few of those kind of consistent games together, and guys, we could be looking at a top 7 qual.
Yeah, you know, we got to see some low ground teams from like Shadow and Virgo were in the low ground there, 20 and Neko as well. But Threats and Veer was really impressing me on the mid ground. They did a really good job focusing on like good angles, taking some shots on the players running down below them, getting those eliminations, just like what we're seeing right here, as well as also just peeking up on height. I noticed they did, but of course, eventually their run is going to end, and the mid ground has to be one of the most dangerous places. You can kind of just be hoping to grab a few good eliminations. So still, by having that many eliminations, they are going to be sitting themselves up in 3rd place right now. So it just goes to show how important those eliminations are, Vivid.
Yeah, incredible work from them. We actually saw right there, they only had 1 elimination going into the moving zone. So finding a lot of those refreshes in the mid ground, like you talked about, was the only thing really keeping their game alive.
Who do you guys think is going to win?
And, you know, I can't lie.
I'm doing great, Bentley. How are you doing, Bentley?
With high ground, it gets a little
messy. Watching FNCS, bro. I just got everything set up.
Well, from the mid ground, from the low
so now I can see all different platforms.
Real big edge up on the rest of the competition.
I got this new.
Look out for Threats and Veer to continue to do well.
I'll mute this for a second. I got this new energy, like it's a blender, so I can blend my creatine in there. I push this button and it just starts shaking it up. It's just so far it's not that loud. Specifically for like powder and things like that. Don't forget to use the code. Say now I'm playing. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just love the product. It's called Voltrex. I just bought it. I'm about to start drinking my creatine right now. What's up, Borber? All right, so we're locked. All right, let's see what's happening.
Only 3 elims. Like, of course, that's not crazy, but honestly, as a starter game, that feels like this is a good start.
How do I open this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think the
Wait,
thing
what?
here is, 3 eliminations
Oh,
is definitely
shit.
lower than I think me and Kelly were kind of expecting.
Oh,
that was a big talking point about this duo.
interesting.
But the fact that they were able to get 3rd place with only 3 eliminations, I feel like that's really, really good, actually.
Yeah, if you looked at even before where we were at the very end there, they
Some
were
really
kind of
good- really good
in shambles, so to
creatine.
be able to survive that
Creatine's
long
really
and
good for you
still
guys.
get some like eliminations, I love to say it. The pro players
I
that really
promote it
separate
dramatically.
themselves from the rest of the pack. It's not doing right when everything's going well. It's doing well when everything's going wrong. And I think that they kind of exemplified that really well in that game. Shadow and Virgo didn't really have much for the end game, but still able to make it into 3rd place.
Okay. I also want to take a look at the leaderboard right now. Josh and
Oh man,
Yamzo
chat. Who we rooting for, man?
They actually
There's only 4,900. Only 5,000 people watching this right now.
A little bit of a slow start for the
on
duo,
Twitch, on
but,
their channel.
I mean, this is Yamzo and Josh, right? Like, we just
Should I
need
turn off the
one of
light?
these super strong games to suddenly be
One
back
sec.
in contention. And I think with 5 games left to go, Kelly, that's gonna happen, right?
What did I say about cursing them, Zeke? What did I say about jinxing it? No, it's Iamzo, it's Josh, it's game number 1. Iamzo and Josh are going to be able to look at this, review, and then make a comeback. Once again, Iamzo and Josh are incredibly smart players. So even though they might be a little bit emotional, honestly, I think that just with 1 game done, they're not going to get too frantic just yet. I think that they're going to be able to kind of collect themselves and come back to game 2 with a fresh mindset.
Yeah, when we actually tuned into some of the highlights there from the duo, we kind of saw that they were like 500 above, but that did not tell the full story for the rest of the game. If you were kind of paying attention, when they were 500 above, they also only had like 14 builds remaining right there. And that's because they had to invest a lot of those builds to actually get positive when it came down to the Storm Surge. So one of those duos that was struggling early on. We've already talked about it multiple times.
Do you think I'm gonna win in rank reload?
Yeah. Kind of surprised
if you lock in. Like I believe in it.
And Josh struggling.
100% believe it.
Because you would kind of expect them to do well or a little bit better, being the experience that Yamzo has.
Yeah,
oh my God! Look at Kelly.
Like, hey,
Kelly looks so much more calmer right now. Look how calm she looks. Usually she's smiling. Oh no, there you go.
Pressure to perform right now, right? This is it.
Didn't take that long.
Second chance. We need to end top 7, right? That was just game 1. No one freak out. I'll do that for us. With that being said, game number 2 is ready for us. Why don't we go back on over to the
What ranked are you, Bentley? What ranked are you?
Yeah, definitely. I think the pressure to perform is real, but hey, the hardest part of the tournament's
Bro's
over.
actually
You
grinding
put your feet
ranked.
on the battle
That's
bus,
tough.
and you got through game number 1, right, Jacob?
Yeah, that's one thing that we learned for certain throughout the stages here and throughout the years is game number 1 is usually the most stacked. It's usually where teams are filling each other out. Drop spots could tend to switch up as the day continues on. So I'm really looking at the players that have that mental stamina so that way they can be in bad situations, get out of it, and still have a phenomenal tournament. Monster, these are 5 games left, and I know they're going to fly by fast.
Yeah, it's looking pretty competitive as well.
Am I
60
actually
point is
live?
the cutoff now.
Wait.
So you're going to have to average at least 60 or better to start jumping up the standings. So let's see it here for game number 2.
Like Monster said, 64 point Shadow in Virgo. As of now, is
Does anybody
going to
have me
be
on
the
Instagram by
line,
any
and I'm gonna
chance?
Continue to follow that as the day goes on, but a nice win by Liam.
I'm trying to see if I'm
Chase,
actually live.
97 points. They were able to get 8 eliminations as well, and that's one thing that we learned throughout the grand finals in general is eliminations can literally carry your point threshold if you're not necessarily consistently in the top 8 or top 5.
Yeah, that's the thing. Elims are the literal game changer. You know,
I don't know if
all
I'm
things
actually
considered,
live.
talking about such. Skittles just
Platinum
catching
3?
yellows out the
Yo,
sky before
W's,
getting
bro.
a touchdown.
Platinum
Sharkman
3?
has tapped a few times as well.
Bro's
so
grinding.
a huge set of damage already.
People
swinging
in
in their
Platinum 3 are
favor.
crazy nowadays.
Surely Cam's gonna find this body, right? You're not gonna let him roll away now. I think he actually
What's
does.
your goal, Bentley? What's your goal?
Parted out Sharkman
when it comes
as
to
well.
ranked?
No real shields on the Sharkman. Does find the med kit to at least get up to 100 HP, but not sure how that one's going to last or how long it's going to last. You were right. They do find Yuz though, so Sharkman officially by himself. checking out the mini-map here, and he's just trying to go towards the south side of the overall POI. But that one's going to be hard because you see Dragon and Creon on the south side of the actual zone.
It's interesting
Definitely
to see this.
See them lurk about. Meanwhile,
still see the
Bucky and Zen
powder.
going back to business as usual. This is different from the last game. No standoff this time around, so Bucky and Zen have confidence surging right now as the stronger team at the Sandy Strip. You know, they might have questioned themselves last time around, allowing Bobby's team to just base down and force themselves to sort of disengage and give them half of the POI. Not this time. And do remember, because they did that, it cost them a lot of ammunition, right? They actually...
Isn't that the guy that retired?
Okay,
it must be a different kind of bug.
Do what we need to do on this side of the
Am I
drop
actually
here, and they
live?
let the team
I'm so
live,
confused right now.
now they have this advantage.
Oh, you want to get to Unreal? That's a W.
Yeah, I like how they're not necessarily getting greedy either.
That's where
they
it's
know
at.
Kix is in the POI somewhere by himself.
Shout out to Bentley, bro.
But
Locking
depending
in to get
on
to
what
Unreal.
he looted up to start out with, he might not have a gold. He might have to go for that reboot card, so they have all the time in the world. Around Sandy Strip, let's pick and choose what they want to do. Josh and Yamzo landing at the top side of that mountain. They instantly loot up a couple barrels, a couple chests, then dropped out here. And that's one thing we saw throughout the heat, throughout the last chance, throughout major finals, is that launch pad back here is so valuable because it does allow you to dodge a lot of the mid-game. But while you're dodging shots, you're dodging opportunities, and I think that's one of the focal points of why Josh and Yamzo were low on surge going into the end game.
Yeah, the thing is, you can play it either way. You could play it late for rotate.
Should I just go live on Facebook as well?
Aggressive landing on different teams. So let's see if they make some adjustments. 20 help, just listening to a team nearby. Try to set up the ambush. Unfortunately, that team does not walk into the trap here. They end up exiting out the back. I'm going to get to fishing here. You can see from the bird's eye view, there's a lot of loot to be had here.
Matter how they want to approach the situation. Yeah, they want to get surged, they want to rotate out, jump on forward, Rise by himself, currently forced to get rebooted. I was going to say no down just yet, but he at the last bullet from Kiffy, he does actually get the elimination, but it's going to be a 1v1. Almost wish in that situation Rise maybe should have shockwaved up a little bit sooner to stop him from actually getting clean-cut shots onto Curly, but with the knock already there, he's just going on the chase. And the longer this one goes, it's not only going to be hard for Kiffy, but it's going to be hard for Rises.
Wait, the other team?
That was the other team, or... Wait, what?
So it does say
there was a duo in the distance.
I'm not sure because I was looking at the feed. It looks like he went down to him. I am
I made it to Unreal before.
We're not gonna talk about it.
But usually I make it to like Elite. I mean Champion. I made it to Champion by myself. I don't know if I made it to Unreal by myself. I can't remember. Maybe someone in chat will remember, but I might have made it to Unreal by myself one time.
After today's game,
yeah, I think I did.
Go back into replay, figure out what happened. But Curly Rise potentially getting blessed there, because getting a revive is a much different story than having to get the reboot. The audio would give.
Oh yeah, I did in Reload. Okay, I made it to Unreal in Reload, and I made it to I think Champion on Battle Royale.
One to see how they go with the rest of this game is Threats and Veer. Good start for them as well, but tested this time around. I'm not sure if it was to start this one up or somebody
Audrey, do you have an Instagram?
Direction. That is going to be Traps and his duo.
Okay, I was just checking to see if my Instagram was working. I never go live on Instagram. Decided to let it, you know, just to run that.
Like the lurk play here. Not to distract us too much, but
I low-key want to see Yonzo win sometimes.
Shut off, like just at the worst time. Oh my gosh! All right.
No, I don't really know what to do.
You know, they had some success.
I don't know really what to do if I do get it. It's the same thing as TikTok. You just make an account, username, password.
Are a team that can definitely hold their own in the early.
Bailey has one. She follows me on that too.
Okay. Definitely appreciate the.
This is the FNCS, by the way. Anybody who's wondering, this is like the big boys who are playing Fortnite, the best of the best, all competing.
The only one that want that wonky land. You have the Avenger.
Right now we're watching it as a chat.
This part of the tournament. Both of them kind of going their separate ways early on. One team though is, you see, going to get control of that mini game. That's where you get a lot of the loot, a lot of the materials and things like that.
This is making me want to play.
Craze and King, not too far away from their actual drop spot. They're immediately kind of basing up at that gas station on the outskirts of Squibbly Shores.
Did someone just died to a door?
Be up to King here to try to get
I'm seeing people in chat saying bro died into a door.
Craze to kind of refill
What's
those
good?
empty item slots, get some extra.
What's good? Congratulations to you, man. You made it as a fire or an EMT. W's, bro. W's, bro.
Monster space.
I was thinking of getting into a new, I guess you could say, like, I think they call it like a new skill that's gonna earn me more money. And I was thinking of learning programming, either Python or JavaScript, and just getting into that.
It's just a huge time commitment too, right?
That's what I was thinking about.
Back here, especially when the zone's on top.
I don't know. I was thinking about it.
Meanwhile, you have Scare inside
like,
the Latte.
It's more than a think about, though. How's everything going with you, bro?
Now. You have to think they
I never asked you. Have you ever played Fortnite? Do you like Fortnite? Do you have? Oh yeah, you don't. Oh, I asked you. I remember. You're more like a different kind of game, not FNCS. I mean, not FP. Wait, first-person shooter games. You're not into that too much, right?
Goes further, especially with the effects of the shockwave and the fizz. But with the zone going in their favor, they actually got a few options. They can use the launch pad.
This is FNCS like
base that they built.
I would love to be this good to be in this, but
see where their hand pulls.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. It's to get to this level where you're like.
Has one elimination.
It's hand-eye coordination, fast reflexes.
So this might be a little bit of a 2v1 situation.
Too much, man.
Here,
so many layers to this. Honestly, think it's one of the hardest games.
In an instant. If you're Yemity, that is
solo,
one
yeah.
moment that
Solo,
you
yeah.
actually need.
Oh,
You see
okay.
him going further and further.
Yeah, I love playing solos, man. Solos where it's at. I be playing with people in my community and stuff. Like Audrey, Giovanni, Gunner, Flinks, Sapita, all these people that I hang out with here and there, but I love playing solos. It's my best. Because when you're playing solos, you don't have to worry about messing it up for the team. You make a mistake, that's your mistake. That's it, and you just keep going. Like, that's why I love playing solos. Solos is where it's at.
A lot of noise being made from the first attempt to
They do be sweating a lot, man.
Jeez.
They be sweating too much.
Right now, a team that
he's like, yo, I'm just trying to chill.
Able to get the reboot. Looks like they're getting hunted early on. You see him trying to.
So Nick on Instagram said, man, he's like, yeah, they be sweating too much. I'm just trying to. He's like, oh, what's up, XA? Alpha was good. He's like, I'm just trying to chill. I just platinum 3 games. Oh, platinum 3 games. Okay. I feel that, man. You come off, you're employed. You get off work. You're just trying to kick back, relax, and play some games. And then these unemployed motherfuckers come in out of nowhere and just freaking ba 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 ba. Like, geez, calm down. But yeah, that is one of the things that happens. But it's okay. Oh, wrong button. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. It is what it is. Thank God I was like unemployed for a little bit. Thank God, like I used to work with him, by the way, chat. Thank God that Janelle fired me or whatever, because I was able to lock in and get really good at the game and focus on the stream. So now I can hang, but geez.
Easy over towards 4.
These kids are crazy.
We actually did get to see them not only qualify to the FNCS Grand Finals, but play in the Grand Finals as well. They played kind of drop spot.
Big doing style. What's good, bro? How you doing today, brother?
Definitely crushing dreams along the way there.
And X Alpha, hope you're doing great, brother.
Clean elimination on Kale.
I'm drinking my creatine, the one and only.
That's a bit of noise that they
I know, right? Fuck that hoe, for real. I was talking to Alejandro today or yesterday. Yo, you're not gonna believe it.
You know that they gotta just learn.
Alejandro hit me up, said, "Bro, I got a money move." I ignored him for like 2 months because I didn't think it was anything big, right? He hit me up 2 days ago and he said he's making $39 an hour fixing computers for Amazon, and he wants me to get in and get the job as well. I was like, what? And they started him off at 39. And then I was like, geez, this is Alejandro, bro. Bro was kind of a tweaker, if you remember. But anyways, he's going to help me get that job, and then I want to get into programming and computers and things like that.
For your qualifications.
Like, but yeah, I still do the same thing. I still do the same thing, Nick, right now. I'm still doing the same.
Okay, so this is actually a really good team. Raven and CDZ.
Yeah, I am. Bro's still kicking, bro. I would think some crazy like thing happened or something. Apparently, him and Motez were cool for like a while. They're talking like all the time.
They get splashes, they get pizza. That's a huge pick me up.
And then they got into an argument about politics. Motez lost his cool apparently. This is what I heard literally 2 nights ago or yesterday night. Yeah, me and Alejandro got Pan Express to talk business about this new job and the opportunity of me getting in it. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I fuck with computers.
You see that's doing to their Storm Surge. They were over 100 above. CDZ taking that shot puts them a 95.
Yo, man, dude, this is. I'm not selling anything, bro.
Points, but depending on how much damage you take, it may.
Yeah, if you can do it, you can do it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I was gonna say,
bro, that's exactly what I said. I was like, bro, can do it. I can do it. Exactly, bro.
Storm right here. Let's just get on out, replenish some of this material count. Look at how much it's cost them here.
Dude, I know you love working out, bro.
But the biggest loss
I got this thing called Voltrix, right? Voltrix.
Ooh, look at that. Little bit of leftover.
There's a button at the bottom. I ordered it on Amazon. You hit it, and it mixes up your creatine. You know how you get that powder at the bottom? I swear I'm not selling anything. I'm not making anything out of this. I'm just bro to bro, gym bro to gym rat. This shit is fire. Now, there's no sand at the bottom. You open that up. If there's a seal, it doesn't pop.
Look at the
and you drink it. What's good, Marcus? Yeah, we're locked, brother.
And what I like to see so far is not only that, but like 2 different zones so far. You know, sometimes we do
oh my god, so good.
I love
games, the creatine that I'm drinking is the blueberry lemonade from Ion. It's like micro creatine. So good. I don't know which one you gave me last time, but I didn't like blueberry at first, but I love it now. How you doing, Marcus? How's everything, brother?
Almost wondering if it was fresh off the
It's so good, bro.
Either way, you see
this thing is fire, bro. I think it was like $22. $23. Worth it. It's good quality. Doesn't crack. Doesn't shatter. So you know we don't want that shattering stuff. This is rechargeable, easy to clean. The bottom comes off. The top comes off. Easy to clean. Put it in the washing machine, or you can put soap and water in here and just wash it. Why do I feel like I'm selling something? I just really like the product.
Stay in the game and end up in a position that's going to be competitive.
I'm doing fantastic. I got my friend coming over for drinks. You got your friend coming over for drinks?
I don't see Veer.
Hold up. She's coming over, dog? Marcus, you got it like that? Okay, Marcus. Okay. Gorilla mode. Yeah, I remember now. Gorilla mode. I remember. Yeah, bro. Nick is crazy, bro. Nick, I used to work out with him. He has like a big vest that he was like, cause he was trying to be a firefighter and stuff like that, and he just wear it around normally, like just existing with that shit. Sometimes he was like, "Yo, Venom, hold this shit." I'm like, "All right, bet." I mean, Sean. He called me Sean, and I'm like, "Ah!" I'm like, "What the hell, bro? What the hell?" I'm like, "Hold that shit." He grabs it with one hand or some shit. He's like, "Yeah, man, I put this on my back and I work out with it." I'm like, "Jeez, fuck." Nice. I have to check out. I need to get back on my grind. All right, bro. Peace out, Nick. It's always nice to see you, bro. Love you, brother. Have a good one. And Marcus, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Okay, Marcus. You're talking, homie. Also, get it, Marcus? All right. Oh my gosh. See, Nick knows, bro. He's hip, bro. You know, Nick is he spins poi. He raves too, bro. Just letting you know. I already know what you're doing, bro. I know what you're about to do tonight, Marcus. I know what you're about to do. Are you gonna order some pizza? I'll put the volume down to this so I can talk over it. Marcus says W Nick. W Nick.
Surge for secondary alongside Curly and a few others here.
Diego and Keys here, 122.
Diego plays FN.
Here, so this one's going to be a big.
Will he lock in or will he sell?
Potentially out healing, it might be the play, but eventually it's going to turn on.
Wait, you ate we ate beforehand? Wait, are you with her right now?
Keys tries to make that play happen, but he instantly gets shut down, making it harder for Diego plays get above the damage threshold. 2 more ticks is all he can take. Less than 14 seconds. Tries to go in. He gets sent right back out.
Oh, you're not? Okay. So what's up, Jaden? What's good, brother? Yo, what's good, Jaden?
If you're above that threshold, you have more control.
We're watching FNCS right now. I'm trying to watch people mess up, and also I want to see them, like, you know, to clutch up. I want to see both sides, people messing up and clutching up. I'm trying to laugh at people, and also I'm trying to hype people up.
Take any risk, and they're actually prime primed up right now. Plenty of ammo.
Let's see how many people. There's
this is the perfect spot to
60 people left. 32 teams left.
6 overdrive shocks on either of their loadouts.
This is NA Central, by the way.
Perfect scenario right now to play for a win or at least a top 5.
Let's see who's in here. Wait, let's pause this really quick. So let's see. We got Yamzo, Liam, Marops, Zen, AL Northen, Dig, Buck, Vold, Magma. Honestly, a lot of these people I don't know. Sion, yeah, I don't know any of these people, to be honest. There's nobody here I recognize.
Zen and Bucky are building for height.
But wait, Bucky? Don't we all know Bucky?
Yeah, this is one of those moments where you kind of look at it.
Hope you're doing good, Jaden. Hope you're doing great, brother.
And honestly, not too many teams contested them.
I just been locking in on the gym and here and there, streaming here and there.
They were out of build, no choice but to give it up.
Today was actually rest day. To anybody who was wondering, I did not hit the gym. I looked at the calendar, or not the calendar. I realized it was leg day yesterday, so today's rest day. So I just ate some food and I watched some TV, edited a video, posted it, got back on. Oh man, this fan is coming in clutch.
But in the next zone, they're gonna fall below, and you're seeing their teeter-tottering, ping-ponging back and forth from 12 below.
Thank God for this fan.
To 130 above to instantly.
Low key, I feel like I need another one, like one more.
Yeah, they found a couple little tags.
One more would be right there.
But you can tell that it's not going to last very long. For Bucky and Zen, I want to see them build some single towers and be
Bucky, man, this has to be a different Bucky, man.
King gets a nice elim.
It has to be a different Bucky.
Then they start looking their focus up to the high ground. Couple tags onto Bucky. And this is why when you have
I can still see the sand at the bottom.
Down on the second layers below.
None of that.
If you don't, you know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to end up finding an opportunity to turn on you.
Gorilla mode, though. I gotta look into that.
Gotta beware. Always have to be proactive. Skittles, Cam, they try to do that. 3 eliminations here, but again, still find them 135 below the damage threshold. 6 players.
W Marcus.
Down. Storm Surge will no longer be a thing in this.
Yo, W Jaden, bro. Went to work at the warehouse for a little 10-hour shift. A little. Was a good day, not gonna lie. Yo, W, bro. I'm glad, man. You locked in, bro. You locked in, brother.
Find an answer, but 2 more ticks. That's all he can take. There goes Cam, but he's not really able to get anything, not even resources. Peekaboo, he goes down. Eventually, all these moments come to an end here. For King of Craze, though, this is a moment for them to shine. 700 damage above the threshold.
If you want to come and get like Panda Express, let me know. I'd be down, Marcus. But I know I'm a ways. It's 8 o'clock. I'm pretty far away. I'm gonna grab some food, but then that's like a long ride just to get food. So
Josh is left to try to clutch this one out by himself right now. I look for other notable players still in the tournament right here. G Monster standing there in the distance as well, but all focus here now. Bringing on to Josh. Storm's coming from behind, bounces back, so he gets a little bit of favoritism here with the zone, and it's gonna play out.
I fuck with that.
It's gonna save him so much material right now. Do keep in mind,
I fuck with that.
As well.
Friday? Let me see.
3 elims, and things are starting to piece together.
I need to check my schedule.
Ultimate low.
Yeah, Shadow and Virgo's consistency looking insane right now. If they can kind of pick up some elims here, maybe a first place, really prove that they might be the team to beat. Craze and King trying to do that as well. King picking up his 4th elimination of this game so far, 5th overall, and a bunch of mats that they need as they change layers once more, going up, staying away from that low ground chaos.
Wait a second.
At a moment's notice, things can turn around.
No way, I'm off tomorrow too?
With Bucky and Zen. We asked the question, 7th zone.
And then I work Friday. I'm off tomorrow too.
Yes, it is.
Can you please play with me on Fortnite? We have never played. We will play sometime, Jaden. Of course. Of course, brother. Guaranteed.
Shadow, Virgo back in the mix on the low ground, looking for a refresh here. They have a pressure on some.
One day, like right now we're watching FNCS, but like there'll be times where I'll just watch my streams. There'll be things where it says playing with viewers. I'll put it playing with viewers. I will literally do things like that.
This is where the real
you gotta catch my streams. Make sure the notifications are on. Can I get on right now? I'm kind of busy right now. Watching FNCS.
Trying to get some shots on the scare. Eventually, he's gonna have to shockwave in, and that's not gonna be a safe journey to the other side. But Josh, with an 18th
dude, bro's flying. This guy named Josh? Bro is sliding and building and shit. I need to start doing that. Like jump up, slide, and like build walls. Like that's just easy right there.
At the perfect time, 11th zone, Scare and Osid, and they started this game outside of that top 7 bubble. So this is their moment to shine.
Pretty incredible game for Liam as well. I see him alive down at the front side of the rotate.
Is anybody watching the NBA playoffs right now? Because apparently that's happening right now. I'm not into like sports like that. EA Sports, it's in the game. It's like completely different. Like those video game sports is fire.
For Josh, when he lost the Amzo so long ago, is so impressive.
Maybe I can watch sports, but I'm just not into it as much. I mean, I like sports. I love sports. But just like I choose watching FNCS over like a game of like soccer or something like that. No, but I love soccer. I just want to say, you know, it's just like this is my number one. That's all I'm saying. Literally got maybe 2 to 3 hours of sleep last night. Not sure how I'm up right now. Jeez. Jeez, brother. Jeez. Looks like we're not. No Panda Express for us today. But you already said another day. I'm off tomorrow. So what am I gonna do tomorrow? What's the weather? Let me look at the weather. Hey Alexa, what's the weather for tomorrow?
Not bad at all. A top 5 with the deck of cards placed against them for Osid and Scare. They've managed to rocket their way up the stage.
Interesting.
That big 65 points.
Interesting. 68.
Can get the win. Liam still in the game. This
interesting.
Is a massive load of points for them to continue to keep
I'm thinking,
lead over the lobby so
should I?
All in all, a very impressive game. Down goes Scare. Nicely done there. Straight into the box. Follows up, but Liam's shot is just too strong.
Should I hang out with?
Osid still has a win condition in his hands.
Yep, but Liam's not able to actually pick up the elimination for the loot, so he has to just wait for Scare to go down the zone. The siphon is what's keeping Liam alive. Hire's going to be down below, but only for so long before he gets taken out by Liam. Liam has won game number 1. You said it yourself. This is building themselves a
maybe I should go on a hike.
Cushion, but Osid does not want to take the chance. He has the
or an IRL stream.
The difference maker for 2, winning by heal off and getting second place. It's going to work out for a Monster. Osid, Scare, they are going to win this game and move up that leaderboard for sure.
Maybe I'll just do a mixture of like hitting the gym. Yeah, hitting the gym, streaming, making content, eating food, staying at home. I guess I don't need to go out, but like there's a part of me that wants to go out. You got your friend coming over tonight? You monster. Please play. I'm busy. I get off around the afternoon, so it'll be a reasonable time. I could be over. Okay, yeah, if you want to go hit the gym. I'm going to be doing chest day tomorrow, bro. Chest day, and then maybe some Panda Express after. You know? Seems convenient. Let me know if you want to do that. Yo, you down? We can do that, bro.
It's like, hey, no,
chest day and Panda Express tomorrow, bro. I got Planet Fitness a black membership, so we basically I could take you and we could both like you don't have to pay for anything. You're in there like somewhere and we're shredding muscles, bro. Jaden, you're probably too young, brother. I hang out with people that are adults in real life and live locally here. Yeah. How old are you, Jaden? Let me guess. You're not an adult though. I locked. Fear. This guy's name is Scare 7. Yo, people are running out of names, bro. There's not all the good names are taken.
Osid and Scare said, "Hold up, Liam and Jace. You guys are."
Bro's name is Scare.
With that little bit of a late high ground take.
You are not 28, Jaden. You are not 28, bro.
Honestly, even after
stop the cap.
I feel like we didn't really see
bro is not 28.
We didn't really feel like there was plenty of them. So to see a heal off early on in this competition just kind of speaks to how crazy this competition is right now and how bad some of these teams really want.
All right, what year were you born?
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, typically we don't see it come to that often.
Nah, it doesn't work the same. If I was talking to you in person, like on a phone or something, I would be able to. Me? I'm an unk, bro. Like 55, bro. Going on 60, pushing 60. I try not to reveal my information on the internet. People try to weaponize information on streamers all the time. They know how old you are. When's your birthday? Okay, now they can log in and get your password. Like all these things. Like you just I can't.
Oh, now this guy's going that way. Now I'm getting the lay of the land.
Valets can be a big test.
Okay. Oh man. Yo, I was talking to this girl chat, right? And then dude, me and her, we talk, bro. We actually have a thing, right? And then her account just went whew, like just disappeared, like deactivated. I don't know if I'm blocked or what. But all I know is this is how she is. Like she will literally disappear on her Instagram, and then like a couple days later or like maybe a week later, she'll hit me up, "What's up?" Like it's so weird. I'm just like, "What's up?" I don't hang out with her like that, but when we do hang out, we hang out, like, you know. But she just hit me up. She's like, "Good afternoon." I was like, "Good afternoon." I was like, I'm gaining weight. And then all of a sudden her account went out. I was like, what the hell? I was like, here we go again. 1998? 26, okay. I don't know, Jaden, bro. You had a long time to think about that, brother. The Big Flow is back in business. Yo, what's good, boss, baby? We're watching FNCS, brother. We're locked in on FNCS. We're hanging out. This is rest day. I just did leg day yesterday. Just, you know, ooh, I can feel that. Yo, he is not 28. That motherfucker does not know his birthday year. He took 3 minutes to find out. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Come on, bro. Like, he took a bajillion years, bro. She's totally right. Exactly. Yeah, dude. And also a 28-year-old. I'm not like, yo, Jaden, I fucking love you, brother. But I gotta say this. A 28-year-old doesn't say, I really want to play with you. Can we play? And then I'm watching and doing something, and then they go, can you play right now? Can you drop everything you're doing and play right now? That's not what a 28-year-old does. That's not what a 28-year-old does. And if it is, all right, it's cool. But like, it's just not like, that's what a kid does. But I have nothing against, you know, you, Jaden, bro. Much love. I'm just letting you know I'm smarter than you think. I was watering my dog, Cup. You're watering my dog. You're watering your dog, and then you put the word cup in there. You're definitely 28, bro. You're sold. Definitely sold me there. Yo, is this a COD? Wait, what is this? What is this commercial? We gotta watch this. Whoa! Oh, it's Fanta. All right. Damn, that's making me hungry right there. Fuck. That looks really good. What do you guys think about Little Caesar's Pizza?